Today we're getting in the October spirit and doing a whole bunch of activities with pumpkins. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. You might have noticed on Friday there was no video, and my apologies, we had the sickies and it was not pleasant at all. We actually managed to go to Disneyland on Thursday. You might have seen that on Instagram, and then the next day it was awful. However, we did feel a little bit better on Saturday and we managed to get out to the pumpkin patch and spend some time outdoors. And so today I have some activities that you can do that are all about pumpkins. Our first activity is from homeschoolclipart.com, and she has some really great parts of the pumpkin printables. This is one that I thought was a lot of fun. It has the whole pumpkin here on top, and then down here you have all of the words that you can cut and then paste in the correct spot. So the younger kids definitely do a cut and paste. Older kids could probably write them in and practice their writing skills. But what's also great is she has these 3-part cards as well on her site on the same link. I'm going to link all of the resources down below that you can go back and print these out for yourself, because these are free printables. And I'm going to use this sheet so that we can copy onto this sheet. So we'll look at this and we'll say, okay, so the skin is what part? And I could see here around the edge, and we can go and cut out the word for skin down here and then paste it in the correct spot. So we're going to use this as our guide because my children can't read yet. And so this will help them learn the parts of the pumpkin and then be able to translate what they've learned over here on this sheet. Or if you wanted to, you could just go ahead and use this sheet as you would Montessori 3-part cards, or you can print out another one and do like a notebooking activity, because she has this without the color on it as well. So you could print this out, print the one that's not colored, cut and paste those into a notebook, and then match up the correct picture on the one that is colored. I did happen to find these really great acrylic pumpkins. These were at Hobby Lobby. You don't need these. In fact, you could probably use something like orange pom-poms, but I just thought they were really cute because they were pumpkins. And then I'm going to take one of my muffin tins, and now I have a math activity. Here are all my pumpkins. I also like that they're all different shapes and colors. I thought that was kind of fun for fall. You just roll your dice. Here we have a 5, and then you make this into a counting sorting game. So 5 pumpkins will go in 1, and then you can roll again, 2, 1, 2, till you fill up the whole tray. If that's too easy for your child, then you can also add in some tools to make the skill level a little bit more difficult, or even some tweezers. And then even for the more advanced child, you could roll the die to get your first number here. It's 4. Roll it again. And we have 5. And then this number over here will be that addition problem or subtraction problem, depending on what you're doing. So 4 plus 5, 9 pumpkins go in there. So simple addition for those that need a little bit more difficult task. If you don't have these acrylic pumpkins, which are really adorable, you don't have to have them. You could also use some orange pumpkin like pom-poms, and the same thing would go for that. You would just roll and pick up the pom-poms and put them in. And those little pom-poms, they look like pumpkins, so it works too. The Kindergarten Connection had a really great free printable as well. This is an ABC match, so you print out this master sheet, and then you have all of these cards. They come out like this, and so then you have a matching game. And what I like about this is you could do it several kids or one child, or they can do it their own, and they would pick a card and find the card and color in the correct corresponding pumpkin. And this is an uppercase and a lowercase match. If you wanted to do this with several children, you could just use one of those pumpkin markers or a pom-pom to match up until you have the game board complete, or you could color it in. Once again, a free printable. I found this really great ice cube tray at the dollar store. Once again, you do not have to have this. A regular ice cube tray would work just fine. I just thought it was adorable because it has pumpkins, and I'm going to be using this later. But for now, I'm going to turn it into an activity. You could also use those ceramic pumpkins or those pom-poms with this. I have in here some beads, some pony beads that also came from Dollar Tree. Even the case came from Dollar Tree, by the way. Now, what I did like about this ice cube tray is that there are 10 different spots to go in here. So this is great for counting 1 through 10 for the beginner. So this would be either with your hand, putting 1 in here for 1, 2, and then all the way up to 10. You can also add in your tools to make it more difficult for fine motor, especially with pony beads. This is going to be a very difficult task because you have to get them just right to fit them in. And then another great way I like to use ice cube trays is for patterning. So I'll start off a pattern here on one side, and then they'll have to repeat it down here at the bottom like that. And then once again, you don't have to have the pumpkins. You could do this with pom-poms or even the pony beads as well. So for here I have 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so they'd copy 2, 1, 2, 1, and then so on. Or you could even do it by color if you wanted to do it by color. Use the pom-poms too for a different variation. Just use what you have. That's probably the easiest thing. Hope you've been inspired to play with pumpkins and do some activities with your kids this month. I also have a giveaway that ends tomorrow, so you gotta make sure if you haven't already entered. It's 2 giveaways actually. One's for MILTON and the other one's for the FUNBITE cutter set. And there's a link down below. You can go back and see that video and to find out all the details on how to enter the giveaway. It's a really good one. You're not going to miss that. But stay tuned because I have even more giveaways. Yeah, more giveaways coming up that I want you to know about. Click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.